Some call it the battle of downtown versus Browntown, cash versus colour. 6 months till the postal ballot, which decides who will be the first mayor of our new super city. And right now it's between Len Brown, mayor of Manukau City, and Auckland City Mayor John Banks. So with so much at stake, who's behind them? Who's pulling the strings for these super mayor wannabes? And will the job be so super after all? With complaints, the government is hogging much of the big decision-making for itself. I'll put that to Rodney Hyde shortly. But first, Robin James checks out the mayoral chain gangs.
Wanna be your superhero, even if I tumble fall. Wanna be your superhero, falling from a running horse.
In the boardrooms,
The daily routine is pretty demanding.
on the boardwalks,
Come and say hello to Banksy. How are you?
they're vying for a job of super proportions.
Certainly my biggest, most difficult, most complex, the greatest prize.
I'll often say my name is Brown and you're in my town, and so I would be very, very proud to be the mayor of the whole of Auckland.
It's Browntown versus Downtown.
I'll arrange my people to talk to your people.
Auckland Mayor John Banks,
This is my 13th election, 11 successful, 2 losses.
the career politician who knows about campaigning.
This is a big job. We've got to get this right. We have to make it work. And right now, the best qualified candidate is the man that you're interviewing.
Up against Manukau Mayor Len Brown.
You want to be the mayor, you're going to go over me, through me, around me. I want to lead this city.
The singing mayor, South Auckland, his stomping ground. So you don't think the recognition factor at this stage is a worry?
Oh, they're not running down the aisle saying, there's Len Brown. but no, heck no. By the time the voting papers go out mid-September, there won't be a person in Auckland who doesn't know who I am, who I stand for.
Outside of South Auckland, he's probably best known as the mayor who had a massive heart attack 2 years ago.
That was certainly the most public and famous of fallings from grace in politics that you've ever seen. Hey guys, I'm Len Brown. I want to be a new mayor.
Did you know who he was?
No.
No idea?
No idea. I just found out he's going to be the new mayor. Awesome.
What we're trying to do is introduce him to the rest of Auckland.
Connor Roberts is Len's campaign manager, a Labour stalwart who's run for Parliament.
I've been involved in the Labour Party for a while, but the good thing about Len is he has that kind of crossover appeal.
You're going to be business people?
On Banksy's team, former TV3 political journo Scott Campbell's managing the campaign.
We've got to go. Would it be better just perhaps to walk away from this?
On the day we catch up with him, his boss is in the gun over his involvement with a KiwiSaver scheme.
You're very, very excited about all this.
Also on hand is Chief of Staff Stephen Rainbow.
We'll just go fire them around this way. You haven't said hello to these guys.
A former Wellington councillor and openly gay, Stephen's part of Banks' core strategy team. The man who once labelled gays deviants has changed. When every vote counts, Auckland's big gay out is rich pickings.
It's about growing up. Over 33 years in public life, I've made mistakes, more than most. But I don't make the same mistake twice.
So will this be the classic battle between the left and right?
My political heritage is well known and documented. However, having said that, I've got a lot of people that don't share my political persuasion in my mentor team.
So who is pulling the mayoral chain?
Well, we wouldn't tell you because they don't want to know and because they're not political people.
Banksy won't tell, but Closeup can shed a bit of light. As well as Scott Campbell and Stephen Rainbow, we understand he's also getting media advice from journo Bill Ralston and wife Janet Wilson, who helped with John Key's campaign. Former Mayor Christine Fletcher's on board, so is Newmarket's Cameron Brewer, and businessman and art patron James Wallace. Also on the team, former National Chair Michelle Bogue, architect Andrew Patterson and real estate mogul Graham Wall. The rest are still under wraps. Len Brown's prepared to spill his tight eight though. As well as Connor Roberts, Helen Clark's former Chief Press Secretary David Lewis is providing strategic advice, as is advertising men Mike Hutchison and Doug Watson. Businesswomen Karen Avery and Pauline Winter South Auckland businessman Richard Jeffrey and Labour man Andrew Byer. Len's team is pushing his left leanings and his inclusiveness.
They have a very strong connection, for example, to Māori, to our Pacific communities. Understand that I was born and raised in these communities.
Shall I flick down and see my boy, Sergey?
Banksy's team wants to show his softer side
What are you up to? Nothing much. Hey, this man taking a photo of you.
and push his experience.
I don't want to paint the town brown. I want to paint the town with success and aspiration.
And when it comes to the coffers,
This is not a campaign of hugely deep pockets, this is a campaign for the people. And I'm going to be reaching out into the community. The campaign is not going to succeed off cash, it's going to succeed off feet on the ground.
We don't have a lot of money. The money that we raise is going to be substantially raised from mums and dads.
You can't tell me you're not expecting any money from big business.
Or I'm going to get a lot of money from a lot of friends. But it's not about money. It's about ideas, it's about vision, it's about experience.
in the end, it's about votes. They've got 6 months to win them.
OK, we've seen who wants to run the city, but will they actually get a chance to do so? There are cries of foul play, with claims